I'll stay down, down, down. Little Father, I'm just stuck here in a dream. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I don't know if I'll make back home. Rusty boat, I'm gonna take it tonight across this road. I don't know, don't you be a good man? Oh, no.
Boo. What's up, guys? We're here live on Halloween Eve. Fixing to come to Halloween tomorrow. It's the Mellow Taco Show Halloween special with me and Erik Santos. What's up, Erik?
What's up?
Hey, man. Getting the treats in early. Getting the candy corn, carving the pumpkins. We're here, guys. We're Halloween fest up. So, how are we doing tonight, Erik?
All right, pretty good.
You ain't had no trick or treaters at the door early today, have you?
Nah, nobody comes by my area.
Nobody comes by there.
Nope.
Sean be coming by for some autographs tomorrow. So you have to autographs in it, please. Sean, if you're watching, man, happy Halloween. But yes, guys, we're let's see, Maura Kitty's in the house. What's going on, Maura? So that was quite an intro. Yeah, I've been working on it. So yeah, we we had some previews before that. Like I said, this is our Halloween special. It's the night, or it's Halloween Eve, Fall Fest, whatever you want to call it. The night before Halloween. Figured we'll pop it in tonight. Get it going. We weren't sure when day was going to do it. I said, well, I called Erik. They said, hey, we got to do it tonight. So I said, but probably not be the best night. So. We're going to talk a little bit of Halloween. We're hoping I got some special guests coming in. I don't know. I'm 100% sure. Mike might be popping in later. He said he might be able to. He's going to maybe have us talk about a little bit of pumpkin spice coffee. I know he's just got that started up there a couple months ago, and it's, for the fall. So he might come in and you maybe give us a little taste tester of that. I got another special guest who works in a haunted house over on the coast. He works with me at the school, so he might be popping in. He might get a live video, see what the haunted house looks like. If he does, he may or may not. It's depending. So we might have that later tonight, and a few others, scattered here and there. I was going to have Joseph on tonight. He's up in Buffalo watching the Bills tonight, so go Bills. He just got back from he just got back from Tampa, and he went up to Buffalo from seeing Iron Maiden over in Tampa a few days ago. So that was the only Iron Maiden tour here in Florida. Just kicked off their tour. So he's going to get with us probably sometime next week to tell us a little bit of video on it and tell us how that show went. What I heard, it was fire. They're kicking it on. It's been 40 plus years, or maybe longer. I mean, they've been playing since early 70s. So, and maybe 56. I'm just not 100% sure, but guys been kicking it along. He's sitting in the tours. Me and Erik saw him what 10 years ago. What was Erik? I mean, and they kicked ass down there in Fort Lauderdale. So we definitely want to get his aspect on the show, and their new music just came out, so look forward to that here coming up. Probably have that part of our Night of Metal show on the Metal Taco show here on the channel. So definitely, Erik. We're gonna get back swinging these things, and Erik, we're gonna get his channel going here pretty soon too. So those that like Star Wars and likes cooking, Eric's gonna show you what's going on. In Boba Fett's kitchen, so what's going on? But let's talk a little. We can talk. Well, since Halloween, let's talk a little bit of Halloween. I know we're not trick or treating right now, so and I wasn't able to go to Halloween Horror Nights. So me and Erik went a couple of years ago. We had a good time there. It was about 10 years ago too. It's been a while since we a lot of things. Prices going up and everything. So hoping next few years we'll be able to go back. Maybe next year. This year was not able to, but. I know had some friends who went to that. I was hoping to get one of them to tell how the Halloween Horror Nights or Hallow Scream in SeaWorld or Tampa was. But I heard they were pretty good this year. You had 10 houses. I mean, the only thing that hurts you is that it costs like $120 to get in, $30 parking, and $100 for a fast pass if you want to be able to do all 10 houses. So, I mean, it hurts you in the wallet. I mean, that's the scariest part of the whole show to me. But, I enjoy them things, but it's like, that's a little scary, for one person, you're going to have to plop down like $300. That ain't count eats and all that. You're going to have to get a beer, some pretzels and something else. And, goddamn pretzel costs $10 or more down there. So, a beer, might cost you like 10 or $12 too. So, but like I said, I invite a couple people who went to these. We may have them tonight, may not. So maybe in a future show we might pop them on and see how their thing went. But due to with Halloween though, me and Erik both saw the new Halloween Ends. I know I've been on a couple streams in the last week or two talking about it. I know it's already came out in early into September. This is sort of this was the third part of, I guess, the new Halloween series. It came out about 5 or 6 years ago, the first one. And last year came the Halloween Kills, which all these should have been already out, but due to the pandemic, they've been delayed. So this is the third part of a Halloween series. Is kind of weird because it breaks off in two. You got the original one, and then this one off. That one the first one that came off would be the second one. And then the third and fourth. And then there's another one that goes Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's one that's Halloween, I think 1, 2, then H2O, and it goes Resurrection or something like that. And then there's the Rob Zombie one. It's just, out there in the blue, them two by themselves. So this one sort of like would be the fourth part of the original. Then how it comes down. I want to get Erik's opinion first. I'm going to talk about what Erik thought about it first, and then I'll chirp in a little bit. Erik, what did you think? You've seen all three of them, right? You've seen pretty much the whole trilogy, all three of them?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, I was just disappointed. I feel like they rushed it. I don't know if I don't want to ruin it for people, the ones that haven't seen it. But I feel like it was rushed, and I don't know. The story was kind of weak. It was like he was trying to get somebody to continue his legacy. I guess he figured he ain't gonna last that long, since he's already old.
Oh yeah.
So he wanted somebody to continue what he left off, but it failed miserably. And I don't know, man. I just
What's
and
up,
the way
Tim?
they killed him was cheesy. I don't know, man. It was. I just completely disappointed. I love the first two Halloweens, the original ones.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, did you like the one before this? Did you like the one that came out last year?
Neither, man. That one was garbage
Yeah.
too.
The first, well, the first part of this trilogy, I guess it's the Bloomhouse or Bloomhouse production. It was okay. The one that came out like what 5 or 6 years ago. The Halloween. It was Halloween. Well, it actually would be the second one, but they just called it Halloween. It was okay. To me, last year's was terrible. I mean, like I was talking, it's rumors, guys. Rumors. If you haven't seen it, guys, I'm sorry, it's on Peacock for free. I mean, I wouldn't pay to go in the theater to go see it. But what's up, Captain? I see what is going on. Having dinner, listening. Awesome. Yeah, like last year's. Especially the end part. They had him out there in the alley, and I hate to be going out, but we want to be scared. But they were like 30 people, and they were beating him down, shooting him, and God knows what else. I mean, and he killed a few of those people, and he got escaped. And I'm like, okay, let's just end it good. And then when I watch, what's that? I heard about it before I got to see it, and I was like, damn it, man! Everybody was how bad it was. I was like, God, I mean, I gotta watch it because it's one of you can't bash it until you see it. Things, you're probably gonna bash it, but it's like, damn it, is it that bad? I mean, they were saying it's worse than the year before. And well, spoilers again, guys. I'm gonna put spoiler warning. If you haven't seen this, I'm sorry. I mean, it is on Peacock for free. Even if you got the non-paid service Peacock, I still believe you can still see it for free. If you want to see it in the theater, everybody welcome to. Personally, I wouldn't recommend you to. I mean, just watch it for free. I mean, you ain't gonna get no different experience than what you saw at home for free. Like what we say, like I said, spoilers again, guys. The first 30, 40 minutes, we see no Michael Myers. And like, what the hell? What movies? Jamie Lee Curtis, she just needs to retire. I mean, she looks rough in this thing. I know she's getting old now, but and so we had the new kid. I can't think of his name. New guy. I was assuming, we had the incident where the kid falls off the balcony and dies, and he has a hold. So I'm assuming, okay, we're gonna have he's a new reincarnation of Michael, which we sort of did get, which after like 40 minutes of in the movie. Which I guess, he's been bullied and all that. And he got, spoilers again, everybody. We're doing spoilers, so if you ain't seen this. He got thrown, goes thrown out there where the homeless people are. And I guess Michael's hiding in a drained sewage plant little thing. He drags him in there. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, what's going on now? So I'm not sure if, he's going to kill him, torture him, what the hell. So I guess, they both look at each other. And I guess Michael... it possesses him, maybe I would just say, because that's what I was expecting. So, yeah, because you looked in his eyes and you're like, his eye, yeah, he like possessed him or something. So I'm like, okay, he's possessed. So he's the new Michael. I'm saying, okay. So, because the Michael in the cave, man, he looked like old Michael in the nursing home. He was worn down, couldn't walk. I'm like, I guess, after he got beaten, stabbed, and all that from the last one, but it's been years and years, so he's been living out in the sewer, a little sewer pipe out there, like Pennywise. I don't know, and so we get, he sort of possessed him, and this kid now he's getting confidence. He's starting to get anger, and he starts going after all these people that's just bullied him and did all this crap to him. And it was kind of weird. Then Michael, it was weird. It was like Michael's he'd go over and get Michael, and he's like wanted to tag team with him, doing some of these these events, he does. I'm trying to watch the wording, because I don't know if YouTube might strike me if I say certain words. So I say events. And it seemed like when Michael started, he started gaining strength. It's like how he's getting his strength back. And then it ended. That was weird when he went out there to the cave and he beat the hell out of Michael. And he ripped his mask off. And I'm like, oh, shit. You know, so he, you know, tries to become, you know, I guess he's trying to be him. And I guess Jamie Lee Curtis is expecting it. You know, she was already expecting it, you know. And he sneaked, you know, when he sneaks up there in her bedroom and she, you know, takes him out. She takes a couple shots at him. And, you know, her granddaughter, well, you know, her granddaughter is like dating this guy. So, and I guess he got back when he, you know, did hit, you know, in the neck. So, you know, I'm trying to watch like words, guys. I'm trying to, you know, not when, you know, YouTube was with words now. And, it's, you know, does something to his neck. And, so I thought he was dead already. And then here comes Michael, you know, I guess he dragged himself out of the sewer and, come back, gets his own mask back. And then the kid's still alive. So I guess the kid now decided he wants to be good. And you know, Michael he didn't really he just put his hand on. The kid was already dying. I mean, he already hit him, you know, himself in the throat. So it was done already. So you know, he does that. And to me, the ending was terrible. Now this guy has took baseball bats and this, and then Jamie Lee Curtis, they struggle a little bit, and then she gets him tied, you know. Gets his, you know, sticks the knives in his hand on this table, so she gets him like in a position, and then she just, you know, just the knife and just dipped on his throat, and that's it. And it's like, he struggles a little bit, and then it's over. I was like, oh, this guy has been 20, 30 years of, you know, getting, you know, doing all this, taking all this abuse, and then she just easily does that, and it's over. And you know, of course, they took him out, looked like he was crucified on top of the car, and took him to the car grinder, put him in there, and then that's the end of it, I guess. You know, unless you know something happens, he puts himself together, you know, like the Terminator out of the meat, you know, the car grinder, and he comes back for the next sequel. But to me, it was just why this episode, just why we're just trying to make a few extra money and capitalize on something that's already, like, after the last one was, you know, they should have ended it on the last one. I mean, they didn't need this whole movie for that. So, to me, I hope to God that we don't see another Halloween movie for at least 10 years and then reboot it completely. Just completely do it or something. Because we don't need Jamie Lee Curtis no more. We don't need her when she's in the nursing home and Michael comes back when she's 100 years old. We just, you know, let's just redo it completely, because I just can't see nothing else for this. This series. I mean, are you agree with me, Eric? I mean, spoilers, guys. So we had spoilers here. So you know, if you want watching this back, please.
I agree with you. Yeah, because I don't know, man. and Michael killed the kid when he got pissed off because the kid took his mask. So when
he was yeah, but he was already dead, because you remember he did himself in the throat to do that in front of her granddaughter.
Well, he was dying. He wasn't fully dead.
Yeah.
Michael finished him off and took the.
Yeah, he just put his hand on him. He was like, well, just like, you know, a little bit of hand motion, and that was it. I mean, he was not much to, you know, left of him, but it was just like, to me, it just felt, and it was like. I know, you know, things, and then the whole thing with the radio station, which, you know, I guess they just had to throw that in, and the thing with the doctor, and all. It was just like, it wasn't really scary. It was just like, the whole movie didn't make no sense. Like I said, 30, 40 minutes, it just was like, you don't see the main villain for 40 minutes into the movie. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, and then the funny part was, there were, you know, from the last movie, a whole bunch of people beat him up and he didn't die, and then she easily kills him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She just swooped like on the throat, you know, and it's over. And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, that's
like it's like, guys, we got to end this, and then they take him to the car grinder, and then, you know, yeah, I guess, you know, unless they're going to do what Jason is, you know, Jason just keeps coming back from everything, but I'm like. I knew there was rumors have a Michael Myers versus Jason movie or Freddy, all three of them movie, and I'm like, yeah, please, I just don't make sense either. I mean, what are they going to be all, you know, fighting each other in the sewer or something? But it just, I don't know. It just to me this year between this and Scream, the new Scream movie is trash. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I mean, that's my opinion. It was not needed to make, and they're making another one, and I'm like, I guess this one Scream goes to New York. So the only thing, you know what I was thinking when I heard that? I was thinking, you remember that Jason movie when he went to Manhattan? I'm like, they're just desperate. And I'm like, okay, all right, he's going to Manhattan now, just like Jason. And then I'm like, that movie was, to me, is like, did not need. I would end up watching it because it's, the problem is when you watch all these franchises, you gotta watch it even if it was trash because you gotta say, okay, I watched it, to say it's trash, but it's just like it just not neat. It's like the Saw movies. I love the first like 3 or 4 Saws, and then it was like, okay, I mean, how can you just continue this series? And they're making another one. The guy's coming back. I don't know how the guy's coming back. So, I mean, that was some great movies. It's just, but you can overdo it after a while. It's like, what else can you do? And it just to me, it ruins the original masterpiece of the original movies. It's like it's like even like Psycho. I mean, the original Psycho, even the Psycho 2, but then when you just continued making them, it was like, okay, I mean, it's Norman Bates can do so much, it's just, it could do so many shower scenes and show me, you know what I'm saying? It was overdone. But, I mean, other movies, I think the only other Halloween movie this year was one called Smile. I did not see it, but that one actually got good reviews. So I'm gonna have to check that out when it comes to streaming. You seen it, Eric?
Yeah, Black Phone. That one was good.
Okay, I hadn't seen that one either, but somebody said that was a really good one. That one came out during the summer. Really did you see Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus? Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Now it's interesting. Some people like it, some people hate it. Spoilers too. If anybody seen it on Disney Plus, it was a special, Disney Plus special. So really, this series we really didn't know about until a couple weeks before. I mean, there was rumors about it, but we didn't even know if it was for real or not because it wasn't never really announced till like I think D23 and end of September. So. The movie, I mean, it's got Werewolf by Night, has Man-Thing in it, and it's Elsa Bloodstone. It's sort of set, if anybody watched the old monster movies back in the 60s and stuff like the old Wolfman and all that, I mean, it's black and white, so, and they use the kind of special effects back like they used back in the day with I mean, if this movie was like in real, if it was in color, in Technicolor, it was black and white. I mean, they have like blood. It's blood. Like when the werewolf kills somebody, you see the blood splatter on the screen, like the lenses of the television screen. So I mean, if that would have been in color, they would have rated R this thing. But they did it. They sort of did it like Norman Bates, or even I would go back to Norman Bates with the old Psycho. They use in the shower scene when Norman's doing it. How they didn't get rated R because they use maple syrup, so it looked like blood. It was supposed to be blood, but due to the black and white, they could get away with it. And some of the kill scenes of the werewolf did and stuff. I mean, there was some like couple, spoilers, guys. There was a couple headshots, throat shots, all kind of stuff. I mean, objects shooting things, different things that definitely would have been a rated R rating if it would have been in regular color instead of black and white. But it was really cool when they did it. I enjoyed it. It was like one of the old monsters, and the music was cool in there. You were setting like this maze, Lambert type thing. Like I said, Man-Thing was in there, which is really cool. That's one of the coolest characters if you ever see him read him in the comics. And which is now, I guess he's now part of the MCU, which he was technically already if you watch Thor Ragnarok because they had his statue up there. So when he was in that war where they battled. So we got him in there. So, I mean, this was a special. So it's introducing some of the monsters. So I'm hearing, possibly, these characters, we can probably, this will tie maybe with Blade coming up, Ghost Rider, Dracula, different characters. But it was a really cool the way they did it. So, and I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm hearing they possibly going to do another one next year.
Nice.
Possibly, I've heard possibly Mephisto. They're going to bring finally Mephisto. And do you know who they supposedly signed for Mephisto?
Cool.
You know, if you're the guy who plays Borat, Ali G, Sasha, whatever. You know, he is. They cast him to play Mephisto. So I mean, that's gonna be an interesting Mephisto. I'm gonna see this Mephisto. I'm gonna think of Borat every time I see him. So, but it's still. I mean, it'd be cool if they do it black. I don't know if they're gonna do it black and white on him or not. So supposedly Mephisto is going to be in the Ironheart series. He's going to be the villain, which I don't ask me why. I don't understand why Ironheart is going to be fighting the devil. But that I would assume it would have been Doctor Strange or Wanda or something. But who knows? But I mean, it's interesting. So I mean, it's cool. They finally got him into the MCU, which would have made sense. I don't understand why he wasn't in the Multiverse of Madness or any of those type of films. But so he is in there now. So, but he is bringing in. We're bringing in this multiverse and the monsterverse. It's more monsters and because the MCU's got some cool monsters. Like I said, you got Ghost Rider would be in like that type of monster mythological verse, and you got Daredevil ties in there a little bit. Punisher. Well, they all Blade. Midnight Suns. The Midnight Suns. If you ever want to say it, Moon Knight and all that. So it'd be a cool, we're getting all these characters in there for that. So if you have, like I said, Eric, you get a chance, check that Werewolf by Night out. It's on Disney Plus. It's like 45 to 50 minutes, I believe. It's really cool. I mean, it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. I mean, even people, if it ain't you, it's worth watching. It's pretty cool how they did this film. I mean, it was way better. It's way better than She-Hulk series, so I'll tell you that.
You know what movie I saw on Netflix? It's what is it? Oh my gosh. School of Good and Evil. Lawrence Fishburne.
Haven't seen that.
He's like Dumbledore. It's like
okay.
Yeah, it's really good. Supposedly he has a twin brother, so he's like good and evil. His brother's the evil side. And they had a big fight, and I'm not gonna ruin it. One of them won. So and then later on, he has a school, and I guess two girls that they chose to be the new main characters of the story. It's pretty good. I liked it. It's got like a Harry Potter type.
Okay. And what's the name of the show? It's a show or a movie?
The movie is The School of Good and
School of Good and Evil? Oh, okay. I've heard that. It's on Netflix, right? Netflix,
yeah.
You said? Okay. I'll have to check that out. I've heard it, but I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's highly recommended.
I know I want to check out that everybody keeps talking about on HBO, The House of Dragon. I haven't seen that yet. I want to see that. I hadn't seen The House of Dragon. It's the prequel off the HBO series, the whatchamacallit, that one. It was I think of him.
You're talking about the Game of Thrones. Okay.
Game of Thrones. This was the prequel to it. It's called The House of Dragon or something. Okay, this was like new series. I guess it's going to be a couple seasons. I don't know. I never seen House of Thrones, so I was wondering. Somebody told me you could watch this and not watch House of Thrones, so I might check this out, and this might make me want to watch the House of Thrones because it's like I hadn't seen none of that, and it's like 14 seasons, so I was like, you got to have time to watch all that. So I might watch it. I was watching the Lord of the Rings series. I watched all it instead because I really love the Lord of the Rings. Have you seen that yet, Eric?
The series,
it's good. Yeah, it's good. Now, some people, I don't know why people were bashing it. A lot of people were bashing it because they were saying they were race swapping some of the characters and all. I didn't see a problem with that. I don't know what the people, and there really wasn't no really wokeness. People start with the wokeness stuff, and I didn't. Only thing, some of these toxic channels they're about the race. I didn't see if if they had a couple or L's playing different, roles, like an African American played an elf or something. Well, that's what they were. That's one thing I heard. I didn't see no problem with it. The series to me flowed pretty good. Now the first 3 episodes is slow. I mean, this is the thing. If you really watch the original Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring is really. You remember the first Lord of the Rings? It's really slow. You know how the Fellowship goes. That's the problem with the first 3 episodes. After that, it picks up. I mean, it starts picking up, and you get to see at the very end. This is spoilers, guys. Mordor. They actually show who Sauron is. I'm not going to say who he is and all that, but it surprised me. And then there's a character in there you think is another character, but you're not sure yet. Sauron is pretty much Mordor does Mount Doom because you have to watch it what happens through it. But he's going to he's heading. He finds out how to make the ring. So they already made some of them rings because it's called the what is the Power of the Ring or something? I can't remember the name. But he's going to make the main ring. So he's heading there. So he's heading to Mount Doom. That's where it sort of ends. So he hasn't got his armor and that. So you'll see how it is. You can watch it. But I enjoyed it. I didn't, like I said, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I was trying to figure out why is these people bashing this show and all that. And I'm sorry if they, they because I only think because they kept showing like one of the dwarfs or something has. And that's why I couldn't understand what they were bashing. One of the dwarfs is an African American lady. She did good on the role. I didn't see nothing wrong. That's the only thing that these channels were bashing, and I was like, oh well, because I guess some of them think because the original ones, it was pretty much all white characters. Well, I guess what this did not affect nothing. It is, I mean, there was elves, there's dwarves, there's the hobbits, the different races of Middle Earth. The different elves, different ones. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. The story to me seemed really good. Like I said, it was slow at the beginning. But you got to get used to that because you got to sort of build it. It's like the Fellowship Ring, it was slow. But by the time you got to the 2 towers, it was just so. By the end, it was like when you get to the end of it and you get forward to the 2 towers and that's where the ending was. It was a lot of action. Like you've seen the orcs in there. The landscape's beautiful. They filmed this stuff like in New Zealand, Australia. So the landscape's beautiful. The caves and all that, where they did all this stuff and around the sea, around the coastline of the sea and all that. But I mean, whatever you hear about anybody here on these talks, like I said, it was a really enjoyable series to me. Only thing, I hate to say it, the channels to say that they're being racist or something. I don't know what, but the series was good. The series was really good. And like I said, it's slow, but you will get into it after the 3rd, 4th episode, and you'll understand why it was slow. And it's a really good episode, and I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, they say they renewed it, but this is the only bad found. We may not see it for 1 to 2 years. It's like Stranger Things. Everybody. I saw the ending of Stranger Things, this last one, but everybody's like, oh, I want to see that. But it's 2 years. You're looking at 2025 probably to the next. That's the only thing bad. It's the only thing bad about this is you're gonna wait 2 years for it, and it's just like in Cobra Kai is the same way. I'm ready for the continuation of Cobra Kai, but we're gonna have to wait at least a year or 2. So that's the only bad thing. So, but I like I said, thought it was a great good series. Check it out, Eric. I think you enjoy it. You just gotta have time because every episode is like an hour and change. So they give you a full big scoop of they don't give you a little like some of the Disney Plus shows. They're like, oh, it's 35 minutes, 34 minutes. No, they give you a full hour and some change sometime on these series, and they're pretty damn good. So I mean, unlike She-Hulk, if you seen that, Eric? She-Hulk. I mean,
that either.
Dude, I mean, that's a good series if you're just sitting on the commode and you just ain't got nothing else and ain't nothing on the internet, you can just watch it. That's about what my theory of She-Hulk was. It was god awful.
Yeah, everybody told me that.
I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it for nobody. I mean, it spoils itself. I mean, I don't see a season 2 coming off of that series. That series that they could have did so much, and they made it a joke. They made fun of the fans. Now that's a series that they should bash. I mean, they made fun of the fans. They made fun of the characters. They ruined the characters in my spot. I mean, it was just god awful. I don't understand that series. I mean, I watch it. I ain't say not watch it, but when you see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now Andor, if you see Andor is. Have you seen Andor yet, Erik? The new Star Wars?
No.
Okay, now that's okay. Okay, Andor. Did you remember Rogue One? Cassian Andor on Rogue One.
Yeah.
The Man Jedi. Okay, this is like a prequel to that. So supposedly, this is before that time period. So he's not officially, with the rebellion, but he's starting to show when he's young and all the way up to he's starting what happened to him and all that. They're supposed to have a second series. I think we're down to like 1 or 2 more episodes. It's an interesting series. I mean, it's one of them. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Series. It's not bad, but it doesn't feel Star Wars to me. But it has a lot. If you watch it, there's a lot. You'll learn a lot of things. Like if you just wasn't, what the hell was going on with the Empire between that, Revenge of the Sith and the Rogue One time period. This is a lot of transition when the empires took over and all these. You're out in these weird worlds. You never see what's going on with these certain, people of different races and different worlds, how they were treated, how the empire went in there, a planet, so has resources, and how they took stuff from them, and how the rebellions when they were just starting out trying to take some stuff that like the empire built on certain planets. They build power plant things and different things, and then you see how the rebellions was just starting out and hijacking some of this stuff. So it's like I said, it's not like out there space battles and all that like some of the other shows. It's not bad. I mean, it's worth a watch. I think this season is going to end good, and I think the next season because it's going to be 2 seasons, at least 2 seasons, because because by the time it comes to Rogue One, there's no way to continue it because he dies. So spoilers, you might see Rogue One. He dies, but we'll get up to that point. So where he's battling, we'll get to that point where he is battling the Empire. So I think there's going to be a lot of gun battles, a lot of space battles and stuff like that. So, but I think next season will be really, really a lot of stuff going on. I think this is like the groundwork. This is sort of like the Fellowship of the Ring, like I'm saying, the Fellowship of the Ring. It's the groundwork. So it's not as exciting, but there's parts. Not all exciting. There's some really great cinematography, CGI. It is a part, but it had some kind of asteroids thing. So they call it they had some ritual on the planet. These like space comics and stuff. It was really cool the way they did that. But I think it's going to tie in the next season. Whenever it is, a year and a half from now, whenever it will be more, it's going to be space battles because it'll be where Rogue One picked off. So it'll be seen a lot of characters. The guy, it kidnaps him on Jeddah. He's in this one. The black guy, the African American guy. The guy has the thing on his face. He talks. He has the mask and he's talking. He's like a machine. He's in this one, but this is before all that happens. So he's a normal guy now. He doesn't have the machinery because it looks like he's got like his legs are a machine, and he has that we can't breathe and all that. He's sucking for air on that Rogue One, but he's normal on this one. He's completely normal. So I believe we'll see what happened to him. So something happened to him. He got in a battle or something. They had to repair him. So it hasn't happened yet. So, but I'm looking for that probably to happen in season 2. So that's an interesting character. He was a really cool character in Rogue One. So, and you remember the guy that is with him? It looks like he's got a skeleton face. He's like one of their guards. He sort of looks like the Predator. The guy looks like the Predator face. He's in here too. You'll see him. He's out there guarding his compound. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. So they're bringing some characters in from that. So we'll actually see I guess we'll get to see how they go to Jeddah. They're not on Jeddah. They don't show nothing with Jeddah yet. So, and we're possibly going to see the Empire. They didn't mention the Emperor. I don't know if we'll see Vader. We could. I mean, it's in that time frame. We could see Vader. But I'm sure we might see the Emperor. You never know because they could slide him in there, because it's that time period. And we possibly Tarkin, maybe. So in that time period, and where they started building the Death Star. So could see that. LDG, I gave you a link, bro. If you want to pop in, man, I see you popped in there. We're just talking a little Halloween and what's going on around all the streaming services, shows and stuff. You still got it, LDG? If not, I can send it again. I think I believe I put you on that list. Definitely that. But trying to think. I started. There's another show on Disney Plus. It's an animated show. It's called the Tales of the Jedi. I haven't seen them all yet. I've seen like 2 of them. It's like 20 to 30 minute clips, or sort of like it's animated, sort of like the Bad Batch. Ahsoka. It's got Ahsoka and all them of Tales of the Jedi. That type of animation.
Cool.
It's got Ahsoka when she was born. They had that. I saw that one. They have one of what's his name? Dooku and what's his name? Leeson's character when they were Jedis, when they went to another planet and rescued a senator's son. But the animation is really cool. I haven't seen. There's supposed to be another. They got another one up with Mace Windu and Yaddle. But they have an episode with Yaddle in it. I haven't seen that one yet. I want to see that one, see what happens with it. And Ahsoka when she grows up a little bit bigger and stuff. So there's like 6 episodes. They're like 20, 30 minutes. Like I said, I've seen 2 of them so far. They've been really good. The animation looks really tight. It's sort of like the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars series, the animated series. It's like that anime. It's really good, real tight and crisp and all that. So that's a definitely check out too. Like I said, I got to finish it. Hopefully, next few days I'll finish those out. Like I said, I got to watch 2. There's I think there's 6 of them. So they're only 20 minutes. So about an hour. You should be able to see them all, hour and a half. So we'll have to check those out before this week's up. Besides that, a lot ain't really nothing else coming up on the. I don't think we got any more Marvel series. We got Black Panther. Everybody's excited about that coming up in November.
Black Panther,
movie wise. Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Which we got Namor coming in there. Possibly Dr. Doom at the end credit scene. Looks good. I mean, I don't like the way they changed Namor's. He's not from Atlantis. He's an Aztecian or some kind of from a different, around Aztec civilization, right off the coast there. So they changed that a little bit, but he looks good. He's got the wings on his feet. And the underwater scenes look really good. I definitely want to go see that in the theater. Black Adam, I want to see it, but I'm going to wait till it comes out on streaming. Yeah. It really didn't do. It only made 20 million this weekend. I was looking at the thing. It just barely broke over 100.
Wow.
It's not doing very good. To me, I don't think it's doing good. Because they're saying Black Panther is going to do 170, 180 opening weekend. This thing ain't broke 100 domestic. So it's going to. Marvel's going to retake DC pretty hard on this one. But DC's got, if you ain't heard the news, Eric, James Gunn is now the new Kevin Feige over there in DC. So I like James Gunn. The two series that he's put in DC, I really enjoyed. I really like the new Suicide Squad, and I really love Peacemaker. So even though I'm a big John Cena fan, I really love that series on Peacemaker.
Hell yeah, me too. Yeah,
if we get that kind of quality with the rest of the characters, I am down for it. James Gunn is going to be the DC hero, savior. Of course, we won't get him to do any more Guardians of the Galaxies or all that, but because he'd be strictly DC, but DC needs something to boost them up. They're all over the place. I know Marvel's trying to become like DC, some of this crap they put out, but at least they're more, Kevin Feige, even down to the end, Kevin Feige, probably this Black Panther will put Marvel back on top. I have a feeling this is going to be a really good movie. It ain't going to make everybody happy because I know people wanted to recast T'Challa and But I think I think it's going to be a really good movie. I mean, just what I've seen, I really love the name. Like I said, the Namor. I'm really excited to see him, his character, and Doom. If Doom comes out at the end, I'm gonna be lit, man. Because I love Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is one of my favorite villains, so I will be excited to see Doctor Doom pop up in there. So Doctor Doom, and then we got the Ant-Man's next after that, and they showed the trailer of that the other day with Kang, and it looks really good. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a really good show too. So I think we got 2 good movies back to back coming up. So I know they haven't showed Guardians 3 yet.
What was that villain in Gladius? Gladius? Forgot his name. He's like a giant that he eats planets.
Galactus.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they haven't really they haven't put him into introduced him yet. I think when the Fantastic Four comes in, that's when we'll probably see Galactus. Well, we got to see the Silver Surfer first. We haven't seen nothing with the Silver Surfer. So there's rumors that Marvel is going to make the Werewolf by Night, a Silver Surfer presentation possibly for next year or the year after. Because the Fantastic Four is not coming in till 2025. That's when we're getting the Fantastic Four movie. So, I mean, Galactus, you don't have to, but you sort of need them in there to do Galactus. But with the Eternal, if you watch the Eternal movies, those Eternal, the Celestials, they look like Galactus. You seen that when the big Celestial was looking at and grabbing? She looked like Galactus. I mean, that's what Galactus is going to look like when they ever make Galactus or something. You ever do him? I mean, but. Yeah, still, like I said, you're going to have to get the Fantastic Four in there. I think they're going to introduce some of the Fantastic Four in some of these next movies, possibly, or shows or something. Rumor was, who they – I just saw this on one of these big trade that it's still rumored. This is not, check with the groom saw. Adam Driver, Kylo Ren is going to play Mr. Fantastic. I heard that. I see Tim – on Tim right here, he looks just like Tim there. That's Adam Driver. Looks just like Tim there. He's going to be Mr. Fantastic. I'm like, is this? I don't know. I'm not really sure about that cast. I sort of like the guy who played him in the Multiverse of Madness. So I don't know if that's one of these Disney fans say, hey, thank you for being in Star Wars, so we're going to give you a Marvel movie. And if you notice that a lot of these characters, thank you for being Star Wars. So we're gonna give you a Marvel movie, and then we'll give you a freaking Disney remake live movie. So you you play this guy. Okay, you play Kylo. We're gonna make you Mr. Fantastic, and then we'll get you a role in Pinocchio next. That's what Disney works. One minute you're playing Pinocchio, and then you're playing a villain. I mean, it's like you're playing Doctor Doom one minute, and then you're playing Geppetto from Pinocchio. This is the way they work. It's kind of trashy with Disney sometimes. I don't know. I just don't picture him as Mr. Fantastic. Well, there was rumors of him playing Doctor Doom too. That was another rumor, but now they're saying he's going to be Mr. Fantastic. So I like to see who they would cast for Doctor Doom. I want somebody just feel. I want that evil feeling. Somebody play that role right. But we'll see. Disney and Marvel. Disney. I don't think it's Kevin Feige. I think our new CEO, Mr. Paycheck, he sort of got Kevin under a little wraps now. Like I think when Papa Bob Iger was there, they sort of let Kevin Feige do more of what he wanted to do. I think now it's new guys like, hey, we're gonna cut the budget. We're gonna, you're gonna do the Dollar Tree animation instead of the high quality, and then we're gonna, it's like I said, it's like we're gonna film it behind the behind the building of Walmart instead of filming it in New York City. I mean, that's cutting money and all that, and okay, we can get this guy cheaper instead of this person, though they don't look like the person or don't sound like the character and all that. And it's like, oh, come on. And then they're getting where, we have to have the checklist. We have to have a minority. We have to have a woman. We have to have a person of different sexuality. And instead of just like, okay, let's just get the person who plays the role the best. And then that's what's killed some of these movies. They they've like a person of different sexuality. They promote this. Okay, if that's fine, if that's the way the character is, that's fine. But do they realize they alienate a lot of these countries? They try to make money out by pushing. They push this, and guess what? They'll just yank their film out. That's what this is like. Doctor Strange. Instead of what's her name? The American Chavez. She had the little. Oh, that's a Halloween hunt. She had the little pin, which it's the representation. There was nothing wrong with that. But the problem is they kept promoting that, and guess what? Saudi Arabia and all that, they'll say, okay, we're yanking your film. It says if you don't they just say, hey, if it is, it is. But don't. They've alienated. That's what's killed Marvel and some of these last couple of films. And China, man, they'll just freaking China's not let any Marvel films go in there for different things. So just like I said, if the character is that's fine. In fact, Celestials, there was a character in there. There was a homosexual character. I had no problem with that. The character's fine. Let it. If that's the character, that's the character. But 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 when you're previewing the film, and that's the only thing we have this. This is the first. You've already alienated half your audience. If that's what it is, that's what it is. But don't, just that's not what the film's about. The film's about this. If that's in there, that's in there. Well, but that's probably they have alienated a lot of their fans by pushing agendas, or it's like that. Okay, sort of She-Hulk this was a problem with She-Hulk. They were saying that she was more powerful than the Hulk, so they was pushing the woman agenda against the Hulk. So that was if you watched it, you will see that, and and why do that? She might be powerful in certain ways than the Hulk. But why? But they stated it like, "Oh, I'm more powerful." Pretty much, I'm a woman. I'm more powerful. Well, they didn't need to do that. See, that's what pissed a lot of people off in that film series.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I had no problem. Hey, if she goes in there and kicks the Hulk's ass, I'm not a problem. But don't get in there and do like Batwoman. That's what happened with Batwoman on CW. She goes and says, "Who needs a Batman when you have a bat? When you have a woman." That's exactly what they said in the series. And not exactly that way. If quote me, if anybody tries to quote me, but it was similar to that thing, and it pissed a lot of people off, and they didn't want to watch Batgirl no more. I mean, if she can kick his ass, that's fine. I don't have no problem with a woman kicking the guy's ass. But don't go in there and start they start the little feminist stuff and this and the woke stuff. You don't need that. Just say she goes and kicks his ass a couple times. Okay, she's a badass woman. That's all it has to be. But don't put the little gender shit in there. That's what's killed a lot of these series.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, they put politics into everything.
I want to go enjoy the show. I don't want to be. Don't tell me a politic or go against this and that. Just show me a good story. Put a good story. And if you watch this series, you've seen the end of it. The last episode was just. I didn't know what the hell was. And I will spoil it because it's pissing me off. I'll spoil this one part for you, Eric. There's a scene where she starts talking like that. But you know how Deadpool does in the fourth thing where she talks to the audience through the television. Okay, yeah. She does that for the series. Well, there's a part she says she just stops her episode and says, "Well, this ain't the way my episode should end." And she opens. I don't know how to show opens the door, and next thing you know, you see the Disney Plus menu. And she's at the top of the Disney Plus, and so she opens up she swings into a different episode of a different show, a Marvel show. You see, it's like what the hell is this? And then next thing you know, she's like going through Marvel's headquarters, and she wants to see Kevin Feige. That's the way it ended. And you've probably seen it. And Kevin Feige is a robot in it. Kevin is a robot, so she's arguing with a robot, and then. She changes her whole ending of her story. The story was already set, and she edited her. They showed her editing her own freaking television series in the episode. It was like, what the hell are we watching here? So it was like, it was a joke. I mean, I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, I don't mind having a comedy series, but it's like, what in the hell? This just made fun of the fans, the series, made the character look terrible. And I'll give you one good thing about the series. And there's Daredevil is in this series. Daredevil, I don't know which one smashed who, but her and Daredevil got it on. They closed the bedroom door, and next thing you know, Daredevil's walked around outside, in his bare feet outside of our apartment. So Daredevil smashed some She-Hulk. That's the only thing. That's the only funny thing in the whole damn series. And there was a couple of Daredevil scenes was pretty cool. So I was glad to see Daredevil back. But that was about it. That was about it on that series. And since I already spoiled to you, the Hulk's son's at the end too, which did not make no sense because he went back to Sakaar. I cannot pronounce crap. In the middle of the series, and he brings his son back. So he has a son now. So which is in the comics, but I hate to tell you, they're gonna have to make a Planet Hulk series now to make sense. So he has a son in if you ever watch the animated Planet Hulk thing. Mm-hmm. So now they could have a War Hulk, but it just wasn't needed in the series. It was I'd rather seen a Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross in there than his son. It would have made a lot more sense. And they made the Abomination. They made him a joke. They had him and the Hulk fighting in like nursing home clothes, and the nurse. It was. I've already spoiled it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm spoiled it. It just was just. It was like Halloween. It was just. That series was just I'm not being toxic. If you watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like. It was hard to watch. It was one of them every week. You had to watch because you talk to people in your own streams, and you want to know what the hell they're talking about. I mean, it's like somebody throwing trash in a trash can. You want to know exactly what they threw in the trash can. It was like watching that show. It was watching trash go inside the trash can. But you had to watch it to see the trash go into the trash can. So that was one of those episodes. That's one of those things. It was very tough to watch. I mean, it was one of them. I wouldn't watch again. I would not watch one episode of that. I may do that see that one clip of Daredevil, and that's it. I would not watch anything again on that series. LDG, you still there, man? Come on. I do have the link. If you are, man, I think I gave it to you. Let's see, it might be here in a few minutes. But yeah, like Erik, I would just breeze through it, watch it, but see just so you can see what I'm talking about. It's hard, you ain't see it, you like, man, because that's what I was when I first heard it. I was like, damn, is it that bad? It's like, fuck, damn, but now I saw it, I said, yeah, it is that bad. It is that bad. Fuck, yep. That's what it was with Halloween. I was like, damn it. I was the same way. I think. When Mortal Kombat, God, when that came out, everybody was telling me how bad it was. I was like, damn it, man. Thank God for HBO Max back then. They were giving, you could watch it for free. And my buddy Anzo, he's like, dude, this thing is fucking trash.
The reptile.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, my friend Anzo, he was like, dude, this thing is fucking trash, man. And so I was texting him. I was talking to him when I was watching it. He said, what part are you on? I said, this one. I said, dude, man, I don't know if I can finish this movie, man. I said, this is there was a few scenes. There was a couple really good fight scenes. But it was just, what in the hell? It was like, what the hell? The reptile thing was like, I was like, what the hell did you do to this film?
Of that main guy looked like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
The armor guy that's supposed to be part of Scorpion's faction.
Yeah. And then we didn't even get a tournament. That's what it was like. God. And you had Goro out there fighting in the Robert Stormstone he's out fighting in the trailer park. I mean, so it was like we didn't even get a tournament, man. It was like, God damn it. At least if they had a tournament in it, we could have, okay, there's some bad scenes in here, but damn, at least we have a tournament. Because a tournament would have at least gave it a little bit, excitement. It was just, if you would have had that couple scenes with Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting, dude, it would be like when these bums fighting out there in the freaking parking lots. These people. So you watch these YouTube TikTok videos of two bums out there fighting with the sticks and trash cans out in the parking lot. That's what it would look like. It was just garbage. It was like, fuck, man. It was like a damn overlong TikTok video. But oh man, that's something from last year's track. But we're getting another one, so hopefully this second one will be a lot better. Hopefully we'll get a tournament, for God's sake, in the second one when we do get it. But but LDG, you still there, man? I know he probably has some. I'll have to mention Matrix and him and how Matrix 5 was, or 4, 5. He'll be no 5. What am I saying? 5. They're never gonna be a 5. Oh, Matrix 5 was Halloween Ends. that's what Matrix 5 was. I'll have to mention to him is WandaVision or Matrix, man, and he's or Endgame, and he'll be running here, man. He'll be running in here.
Oh God.
Oh Lord. So what else has been going on, Eric? Anything new? I know you went to a couple wrestling shows. How were they?
They were good. The NXT shows were pretty good, man. I was shocked.
And it's going back to the old style again, they said too, right? It's going back to the black and gold.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the matches, and yeah, man, it was like Full Sail style.
Mm-hmm.
But usually the best matches are in Full Sail. But yeah, man, I'm really stoked. Hopefully they keep it up. They don't mess up.
Cool. And you went to the ARW Halloween show too, right?
Yep.
That was just recent.
You guys, funny.
Who was the man? What was the big man on that one? The pizza guy. Yeah, the pizza guy. I want to see him. He is fire, guys. You ever see? What's his name? Lucio? Or he's I don't know if he's trying to be like one of the Mario Brothers or something. Luigi or something. Luigi something. This dude, good. If y'all ever check him out. I love to have him come on here and just talk to this guy. He might be flipping his pizza while he's talking to us, man. This guy is. I know he got interviewed with a friend. I think he's on my Facebook. I'm gonna try to talk. This guy is fire. If he might, I love him to come here and just do his pizza while he's talking to us. This guy, guys, if you ever seen this guy wrestle, I hadn't seen, but I've watched some of his matches on YouTube. He's just very entertaining. He's dressed up. He looks just like freaking Luigi except for the cap and all that from the freaking Mario Bros. And he's got I don't know if it's some kind of clay thing or something. If it's whatever, it looks just pizza dough. But I guess it's like maybe a rubber thing. It's like and he's like spinning his. Yeah. Dude, he is spinning his damn pizza while he's doing flips, and he's got arm bars around this guy. And he's putting it around his leg, shooting it up and throwing it up in the air, flopping it behind his legs, and he's doing flips and on the turnbuckles. And I mean, and it's funny. You need to throw the pizza in the guy's face. And the guy's like, oh, and he grabs it back and he starts spinning it again. I mean, this guy, it is funny as hell. And I mean, and I was like, how the hell does this guy do this, man? And he's constantly, he's just whirling that pizza. But I mean, I got to see him. I definitely like to see that guy live. I mean, I don't care about getting an autograph from him. I love to take a picture with him spinning the pizza and all that, or an interview with him. I mean, he is really cool. He's probably one of the independent wrestlers I would love to see live. I mean, I haven't seen him.
He wrestled for AEW.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Like I said, I haven't been able. I haven't seen him. I would love if CCW even try to get him or something. But all right, dude, if he wrestled. He was in AEW. He was up there in Jericho's, I think, and then they knocked him out. But he was up there spinning the dough and all that for Jericho, and I was like, I saw that, and I was like, this guy is hilarious, man. It's a funny gimmick, and I guess he wrestled the Cheese, didn't he? Some guy named the Cheese. I haven't ever seen him either.
Yeah, he fought the Cheese.
I know our buddy Sean. Who's he's our autograph specialist on the show. I mean, he took a picture of him holding up a piece of cheese, and I'm like, what the hell is this? But But the pizza man beat he beat the cheese man. So, but the cheese looks pretty cool too. I mean, I'll give him that. I mean, he was like a cool gimmick. He's another wrestler I haven't seen yet. Hopefully see in the future. But these guys, I mean, you've never went to an independent wrestling show. I mean, some of these guys they put out their heart and soul, and they really put on a hell of a show sometimes. I mean, WWE does what they do and all that, but some of these guys, hey, they're giving you that 150% because they want to move up and be famous one day. And some of these guys really do. Like it's just like Chico. Chico's always on spot. He's always in character. Does really good on shows. I always enjoy watching him. And a couple of we had some great friends. I used to really enjoy watching Zach Monstar over. And different promotions. I know I think he's semi-retired right now because I think he had an injury or something. But some of these guys, man, they take a whipping and they put their bodies on the line every time you watch them. So, what else was it? What else? Who did Simbodi wrestle? I know him and was it Ryzen or something? It was supposed to have a monster match. Was it Gangrel? Was it Gangrel?
Gangrel. No, I think. Not Gangrel. Yeah, I could check. Let me see.
Let me see if LDG is still alive or what's going on with him. Let me see. LDG, where you at? He might be busy. Well, guys, Eric's checking that out. Check out, like I was going to say, got a lot of stuff planned on the channel here in the near future. Guys, we're almost monetized. We're like 300, close to 300 watch hours away from getting monetized. Guys, if you get a chance, I got a playlist on my channel. It says 4K, watch everything. It's got a little celebration thing. Guys, you get a chance, need 4,000 watch hours thing. It says, get a chance to hit that on if you got extra time, watch it, try to give me, help me on the watch hours, guys. Like I said, we're almost there on the watch. I'm good on the subs, but hey, if you haven't subbed, please sub, share the channel, get more people to marry, get more people in here. Me and Eric's got a lot of stuff planned. So help, if you get a chance, check out the watch hours and, sub if you haven't and share the channel, invite your friends. Because we do wrestling shows, we do all kinds of sports shows, different things. Entertainment. Like I said, I got things. We're going to go to rodeos, and I now can go live fence, football games, all kind of fun stuff. So it's coming up. We're going to maybe go to some baseball games, different things. We're going to go live. We'll be there live. Me, Eric, or me and Mike. On the coffee show. So you never know what's going to go on. So, all right, Eric, what was it now?
Somebody fought the Brazilian guy. Remember the Brazilian guy, that big, tall Brazilian guy, that his partner was the bull-headed martial artist.
Oh, okay, I believe so. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Gangrel fought Ryzen.
Oh, yeah, that Gangrel. I bet that was a good match.
Oh, hell yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And rising up. Is Ryzen still the champion?
No.
Who's the champion over there right now?
This guy. Oh my gosh. My brains are fried right now. Oh my gosh, my mouth.
It'll come to you after streams over there. It is. But yeah, check it out, guys.
Is with David Milan.
What's his name?
Jason Dugan.
Jason. He's still. I thought he got beat.
God, my brain's fried today.
I thought Jason got beat by something.
Jason Dugan got it.
Okay.
He got. Yep.
Yeah, guys. Check it out. ARW. They have a show coming up in December. Reindeer Games. I think it's the last show of the year. It's always been a really good show. I went there last year for it. It's always a fun event. It's always fun hearing them playing metal music, Santa Claus with metal music playing and all that. It's always a cool, interesting show. And we got another show. We got, like I said, CCW's coming up also in December, which Gangrel is, I think he said his last show that this could be one of his last matches. I know he's talking about retirement. I know he's a trainer, so he might be just, full-time training here pretty soon, but I know he's had a hell of a career. I've seen him multiple times. I've watched him since I was a kid when he was in the Brood and all that back in WWF, back in the WWF days before they got the F out. Awesome. He's a very nice guy, real down to earth. He's really good with the fans. He's right there, takes pictures. He's right there with you. But the wear and tear on the body, you could see it sometimes with the poor guy. I watched him after a couple of those matches, and he was in pain. Those knees and legs are just not what they used to be. But like I said, he's still got it. You can see him watching. He always gets a great show. Always puts gets fans going in during the matches, and and after a while, it's like all us. Sometimes you have to, before you get hurt, you're really injured. It's like, well, I gotta, maybe I'm gonna train the young guys, but I'm gonna have to hang up the boots and just train some people. But like I said, this might be one of his last matches coming up in CCW. So, and I also mentioned CCW in February, they're gonna have a double steel cage war match. So remember the old War Games matches in WCW back in the day? That's coming to Port St. Lucie, guys. So check that out, CCW. They have on Facebook, YouTube, all that different channels. So check out for tickets and all that. Me and Eric's going to do shows. I'm going to try to all these shows ain't till December. So me and Eric are going to try to do a wrestling show. And we're going to try to maybe the CCW, the ARW, and maybe the NXT. We'll try to talk about it, go down some stats, because we're probably going to, more likely, we'll be at all the shows. I may not be at all of Eric will probably be most of them. I'll probably get it one or two, maybe, hopefully. Maybe definitely one, but maybe two, see what happens. But Erik probably be at the others if I'm not there, so we'll talk about it and see what's going on and promote them up. And maybe we'll get some wrestling. I'll talk to some of the guys because me and Erik are good friends with some of these guys and these promotions. So we may bring some on live and talk to them. And hey, maybe we'll have a little wrestling shot match on the thing with a couple guys on here. You never know what's going to happen on the show. But we'll see what happens on that. Yeah, we've had in the past. Hey, we've had a couple guys on here in the past. So we have RJ and his partner on here and a few others. So and Zach's always told me he's gonna come on. So maybe one day I'm gonna have to get Zach on here. And that might have to have our mature after hour show on Zach. You know how it is. So and that's another show. Coming 2023, we're gonna do a little after hour show every so often. But that's gonna be TV mature for a little our bigger adults there, so we'll see what happens on that one. I guess LDG is he might have fell asleep, so he may not be on tonight. So, so what else, Erik, is going on, man? I know we're already getting into the later evening.
Next month is the show, so then
that's what I said.
Talk about, but
yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna watch The Walking Dead. I think there's 2 episodes left. That's getting pretty crazy. And
then it's done? Then it's officially done? Or is it going to spin off to something else?
I'll do spin-offs.
Okay.
They're going to split up. Rick is going to be with Michonne in one show. The leader of the Whispers, they're going to have a story with her. How she became the leader of the Whispers, I guess. And Rick, I'm not Rick, Daryl, and oh my God, I forgot the lady that he's always with. They're gonna have their own show. So it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting.
Guys, if you got any comments, you can shoot them in the comment thing there. Well, guys, we'll answer them the best we can. We're probably going to be a little bit long, and then we'll be probably shutting down the stream because, we're getting down to that a little bit later hours. Later tonight, guys, if you get a chance, if you're available, Robert Storms, Storms Nation, He will be on. I'll be on his stream at 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock Eastern PM. So it's all about upcoming Marvel shows. I know we're supposed to talk about upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy special, Christmas special. We're supposed to talk about Ant-Man, possibly some Black Panther, different things. So check that out tonight, guys. Every Sunday night at 10 o'clock. Great guys on there. Some great entertainment. So check that out, guys. Wednesday, I believe you'll have one on this Wednesday at 8 o'clock at Basco Scenario. It's called the Hangout. Great bunch of guys on there. We talk about different things going on in the entertainment, Marvel, DC, entertainment, entertainment world. So we, check that out, guys. Me and Mike's going to try to get our show back going on Wednesdays. Mike's been he wasn't able to come on tonight, and he just texted me earlier. He's been real busy. He's got a lot of orders. He was not feeling good last couple of weeks, so he got a lot of orders coming. He's trying to get them finished up. But check out Coastal Cafe, guys. He also has a YouTube channel as the Coffee Snob. He's on my main. If you go on my channel, go on my channel. He's if you look at the listing, it's the Tuckerverse family. Erik, when you get your channel, we got to put it on there. So when you get your channel going, I can put it on there. So it's only on top list. It has his channel on there, the Coffee Snob. He's bringing a lot of his content over from TikTok because he's leaving TikTok. He told me TikTok's being a pain in the butt, so he's leaving TikTok. He has a lot of followers over there on TikTok, a lot of great content, some awesome clips. They'll crack you up, and they're very entertaining too. If you're a coffee person, there's a lot of cool coffee stuff. If you love drinking coffee, the way to make coffee, different types of coffee, flavors of coffee. I mean, he got the chocolate, what you call those, the Nutella balls. He put it in the coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but damn, that thing looks good. I mean, I'll drink it every so often, but that thing with the Nutella and all, I was like, wow. But different ways to brew it. So check that out, guys. He's almost at 200 subs. I told him, I said, bring in people over, help you, bring them here and bring them there. Like I said, we're gonna start that show back up. And, we're going to have that his channel up. We'll have him up to 1,000 subscribers quick. So, check that out. There's some other great content providers, YouTubers on that I got on there. The whole Chaos Central family's on there. And a lot of other YouTubers I usually stream with, Austinator and a bunch of others. So, check those guys out. Subscribe to all their channels, guys. All that whole thing. Try to subscribe to all those channels. Great channels, great content. And like I said, me and Erik going to try to get some more shows going. And we're going to definitely have a wrestling show coming up because we got all these great shows coming up here in December. So we'll have a wrestling throwdown show. It's just going to be about wrestling. So that's coming up probably. Check your listings probably in the next week or so. We'll try to get it before because they're in December. So we'll try to get them around that time period. And I got Joseph. He just went and saw Iron Maiden the other night in Tampa. We had a Night of Metal show in a while, so we're going to try to bring that back, and we're going to talk about the Iron Maiden show. And he had some good clips and stuff, see how it was. So that's going to come up. Check it out. A lot of different things. Like I said, just keep it posted. Look, I'll be posting when stuff comes when we start posting these shows. And, of course, we're going to have a Thanksgiving show coming. We had one last year. We're going to try to have one this year again. It may be my own Thanksgiving Day, but we'll have Thanksgiving week sometime. So we'll have a little Thanksgiving show. And also, we're probably I don't know if it'll be on my stream. I got to talk to a bunch of the guys. We're going to try Remember. So, JJ, we're going to try to maybe stream the Remember Stations. We're coming up to a year when he passed away last year. So, remember JJ and thoughts and prayers. So we're going to try to get all the guys, some of the guys that really knew him well and stream with him. So we'll, have a remembrance streamer. And I got a couple streams I had him on there. I've tried to post him for people can watch him because he was a real great guy. Loves Star Wars. He's just he's just a good person to talk to. You could always talk to him in the back room, stuff. And he was almost like a big brother. Yeah, he was like me. He was like a big brother. He just talked about stuff. It wasn't just about entertainment, was about life and different things. So we're going to try to have I'm going to get with LDG and Tommy and a couple of the other guys who really knew him well, so we can Chris and different things, Han Star and all that. So we try to maybe we'll have a little stream it was streaming. It may not be on this channel, but I will post the links to it on this where you can find it, maybe and see. And we'll try to have that around the Thanksgiving time. And of course, we got Christmas coming up. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming up real soon. And we're trying to bring more and more stuff to you guys. As like I said, just please share, subscribe, like, helps us out. If we once we hit those watch hours, we're going to do more and more stuff. Because Facebook's not Facebook, YouTube gives us more. Obviously, like right now, if we're getting over 1,000, I can go live in different events. I got 2 more home football games, varsity games at Okeechobee. I'm going to try to go live. I got 2 quarters from Sebring the other day. They're still on there if you want to check out a little bit of high school football. I got 2 home games coming, so I'm going to try to film some of that and have them go. You can go live on it. I have live from the homecoming barn fire and the parade and all that stuff, and the Christmas parade coming up in town. I'm gonna go live on that, guys. So, as long as I don't get copyright strike from some Santa Claus coming to town music, I'll be live. So, so see what happens on that. And Erik, we're gonna get Erik's channel up and going pretty soon. So the Bubba Fett's Kitchen and Star Wars Grill is going to be live soon. So, what's it? You said what's the channel's going to be called? Everything Goes Show?
Yeah, Anything Goes. Yeah, Anything Goes Show.
Anything Goes. So I got to get with Erik. We're going to have to get that. We're going to have to get it live. Have you got it live yet, Erik? We're going to have to get it live. We'll get the channel out there before we get some subscribers started. Even if we ain't got videos going on yet, we'll get his subscriber base start building up. So guys, will you be able to subscribe? We're gonna try. I'm gonna get William to try to get that here in the next few days or next week. So we're gonna try to at least get it going before we can get the subscribers going, so you can subscribe to it. So whenever he has a chance to post something, if it's a video or just a little quick snip, of his dogs or anything, because he's got 5 little cool little dogs, and these little dogs can do some fun things sometimes. So that's what I do, Erik. Do little short clips of your dogs. I'm telling you, people love animals, man. I buy roosters. People go crazy. I post the pictures of the roosters and stuff, man. They got 4 roosters now, man. They go crazy. They love the roosters, man. You know how people love the roosters. So certain people love the roosters, but that said, I'm gonna let Erik lead us out. We're almost at an hour and a half, so we're probably gonna shut it down. Erik, what's your final words, and what do we need to know about it, bro?
Well, like I said, next month I should be going to a few wrestling shows, so I have more things to talk about. And hopefully I get my channel up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Erik, all those cool clips, that's you post them on your channel. Those little short clips of the videos, just post them on it. Just post it. People love them. 15-second clips, and you'll subscribe. It'll help your subscriber base. That's what I'm saying. Save all of them on your phone, and when you get your channel, there's a little thing on YouTube. Just share. It takes 10-15 seconds to do. Just every clip, you get a good clip of a good slam or something. Boom, put it right on there. Post it, send it out. Put a little description on it, post it on there, and it will grow. Even if you haven't been doing lives or big videos yet, it'll help grow. You'll start growing your sub count. So, like I said, I'll get with you, and we'll try to get it set up for you. At least I get your link out. We'll get your link. If I put the link on the channel so people can put a little just a background, your picture on there, so we can get some people and put a couple short clips where people can just start. Hitting your channel so they can start know where you're at. So when you go live or anything, boom, they'll know where it's at. When you pop a little wrestling clip, or we possibly, me and Erik might be going to a monster truck show. They got a monster truck show in December. We're still thinking about it. We're not sure if we're going to be there yet, but that's another thing. That's a cool little event. Me and Erik went to the last couple of years. They got motorcycles, monster trucks, and it's really cool watching it live. So that's another thing to look forward to, guys. With that, guys, like I said, thank you, guys. Tomorrow's Halloween. We're almost at Halloween because it's almost Eve. Be safe. Watch your kids. Don't let them check their candy. Don't let them go areas they ain't supposed to go. And be safe. You go to any parties and have fun. Be safe, and we're heading into November, guys.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys. Peace out, guys, and see you next time.